Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FENX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you might normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And especially in this case, illustrates a very interesting setup going into tomorrow. But before I go any further, because these dynamics that I'm about to talk about are happening, I really wish the market was this easy, and I wish there was such thing as a guarantee. But just because these things are happening does not mean that some sort of monstrous bounce is going to happen. Now, would I be shocked to see a bounce continue to happen? No, that would not be shocking. But there's no such thing as a guarantee. And the very interesting dynamics come in the form of, again, each of these represents 30 minutes. I bring that up because check out the final 30 minutes on the day. Absolutely gigantic volume there. And then you combine the big volume with the candlestick that happened right here, a doji, and you consider that miniature bounce was occurring. I'm not going to call this a monster bounce, but yeah, the price was already starting to bounce. So you have a nice little doji candle towards the bottom of things on big volume. Again, is that a guarantee to bounce? Not saying it's a guarantee, that doesn't exist in the market, but it would also not be shocking to see any sort of bounce. So from a risk versus reward perspective, assuming of course you can honor stop losses and know how to set up a proper trade plan, quite a fascinating setup here. So from a support standpoint, pretty straightforward. Key level of support is just simply where the bleeding finally stopped today, or in other words, where the buyers finally showed up in enough force, and that was down here at the 50-cent mark. So 50 cents. That level of support. Now, in the event the price does start to bounce, where are some of these key battlegrounds at? Initial area of resistance that, in my opinion, at least, if any sort of decent bounce is going to be, get underway, then that 70-cent mark is going to need to be cleared and, maintained above. So 70 cents kind of public enemy number one. In the event, like I said, if it's any sort of organic momentum and such is going to come in, then that's going to be that first hurdle. And the next hurdle, I guess, that makes it easy, just 10 cents away up there at 80 cents. So 70 cents, 80 cents. Next couple areas of resistance going into tomorrow. So very fascinating setup. Will it bounce? We shall see, but there's no doubt about it. The final portion of the day got pretty interesting. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.